This is video number 6 for Access Module 3 in the Shelly Cashman book on Microsoft Office 365. We're on page 3-44, Referential Integrity. Referential integrity is a database concept that makes sure that whenever you have a foreign key in one table, that the key actually exists as the primary key of a record in another table. If it doesn't, then something is wrong with your data. So referential integrity is an important concept in databases. The first instruction is on page 3-46. We want to click on Database Tools on the ribbon to display the Database Tools tab. So click on Database Tools up here. Click the Relationships button. Select Tables from over here on the right. We want to add the Owners table. You can double-click on it. Then we want to add the Patients table. Double-click on it. And then click the Close button up here. Let's stretch these out a little bit so we can see all of the fields. And let's take a look here. So where the concept of referential integrity applies here is owner ID refers to this primary key in the owners table. The primary key, remember, uniquely identifies a row in a table, so each owner will have a unique owner ID. When you take a primary key from one table and put it into another table, it's not the primary key of this table, it's what's called a foreign key in this table. And referential integrity makes sure that if there's a foreign key here, if there's an owner ID in the patients table, there better be one over here in the owners table, otherwise we've got a problem. So let's go to page 3-47. We want to drag the owner ID field in the owners table field list to the owner ID field in the patients table. So that means dragging this down here, dropping it on owner ID here, and we'll get this relationships window that pops up. We want to tell it to enforce referential integrity, and we want to click on Cascade Update Related Fields. So turn both of those checkboxes on. And now let's turn over to page 3-48. Click the Create button. And now we see the relationship here. There's a 1 on this end. There's a little infinity sign on this end. This describes what is called a one-to-many relationship. And what it means is that I can have, for one owner on this side, I can have many patients or many pets over here on the other side. But for any pet, I can only have one owner. So that's what a one-to-many relationship means. Let's click the Save button. We don't need to give that a name. It just saves the information relating those two fields and maintaining a referential integrity for them. Now, the next section is on using a sub-data sheet. Flip over to page 3-50. Open the owners table in datasheet view. So let's close this now. Let's open up our navigation pane. Open up the owners. And now there's something that wasn't there before. There's a little plus sign here. If I click on the plus sign, it will show me the patients for that particular owner. Looks like owner 7 has never brought a pet in for an appointment, but every other owner has. So when you click on this, we find the patients. How does Access know how to find the patients for a given owner? By following that referential integrity line that we just inserted a minute ago. Okay, let's go to the bottom of page 3-50. We want to close the owners table. The next section is on ordering records at the bottom of page 3-51. First instruction is at the top of page 3-52. It says open the owners table in datasheet view, so let's double click on that again. Click the owner city field on the first record to select the field. Okay, Bainbridge. My data is not in the same order as the data in the textbook. It appears that the data in the textbook is ordered by owner ID. I'm not sure what order my data is in, but it's obviously not the same, but it shouldn't make any difference. Click the ascending button. It will sort the data in ascending order. Ascending, when you're talking about text, means alphabetical order. So it'll put it in alphabetical order based on the owner city. And obviously you can do that with any field. Let's go back over here. Click on ascending. And I just figured out why this is at the top. If you look carefully, you see I typed a 07 instead of an O for owner. So I'm going to fix this right now. delete the 0, put a capital O in there instead, hit enter, make sure the data gets saved. Now with the cursor in the owners column, click on ascending, and now it is in ascending order based on owner ID. It was before too, but one of the owner IDs was wrong. Okay, and that brings us to the end of Module 3 for Access. Go ahead and close the owners table and exit Access.